Hi you guys, hello, welcome back to my channel, Trusted Gem. I'm Goddess Quita, or you can call me Quita, either one would do. I answer to both. Today we're just going to talk about the attack, and I'm just going to give you guys information. So if you're ever attacked in this way, or if you're just wondering like, oh gosh, like this girl always going, like I always got drama, and it's because of my light, it's because of my purity. 1 second please. And it's because my throat, they've been doing spell work on my throat chakra, but we're gonna get into that too. They've been doing a lot of spell work on my throat chakra, so I'm just trying to keep it open. But Spirit let me know that they are really jealous of my purity. They're really jealous that I'm fearless. But when you have the Spirit of God, God tells you in the Bible that He does not give us a spirit of fear, of anxiety, of nervousness, of that's all set from the devil. So when you're feeling like that, those are attacks of the enemy. And plus we're flesh too, so it could be your own nature, your own demons that you have to go in. And when I say demons, I don't mean literally spirits. I mean, you know, subconsciously what you think is should be afraid of, you shouldn't. Those type of limitation of thoughts. That's what I'm talking about. So me, if I'm afraid of something, like I told you in the other video, I'm just going ahead and do it. That means I need to do it and ASAP. So we all experience fear at some point in our lives, and it's all in how we overcome it. So, and purity is, everybody have bad thoughts, everybody have bad days, everybody have bad within them. It's the choice in how they choose. Do you choose to dish your badness out, or do you choose to sit with it and overcome it? Me, I sit with it and overcome it, and I make good choices, and Spirit let me know that. And so people are scared. People are jealous of that. They can't be their authentic selves. They can't be pure. And my purity upset a lot of people who have demons and spirits and stuff that needs to be cleansed, because I quickly ascend. And so they try to pull me back down. And this is a particular way through a marine spirit that I got attacked by. One day I took a break off, and I did say my prayers, but I started lacking in my prayer life, and it was from the attack of an enemy. They had did an ancestral curse on me, which is someone, I hate to say it, it's someone that I was close to spiritually, physically, and mentally. And it makes no sense for people to do this type of work on people, instead of dealing with their own demons, instead of dealing with their own selves, instead of dealing with this. This is why I can ascend. This is why I can overcome every obstacle and situations, and why God trusts me with the things that He trusts me with the insight, the information, and because He know I'm not going to be selfish and just like, oh, let me keep it all to myself. Because for what? We're here to share with one another. We're here to learn, love one another. So why would I sit on information? A lot of people sit on information to feel more powerful than other people. I don't want to feel more powerful than other people. I just want to be right in God's eyes. I just want God to see me for the beautiful soul that I am, and continue to bless me and uplift me. I live for God. I don't live for people to like me. I don't live for people to love me. I don't live for those things, because when you put your trust in your love, and it's okay to love people, but when you give people a certain expectation, and when they can't meet it, you get let down. God is always going to meet your expectation. God is always going to lead you and guide you to the people and places that you need to go to. So that being said, this is why I was attacked. And they didn't even do one octopus spirit. It was, meaning when I say they sent many demons to me, I said demons, but to be very specific, it was an octopus mind control spirit. And people who are in the world, they were like, oh, I don't believe in that. Well, you should. It's real. It's so real. And since they couldn't, how can I put it? Since they couldn't measure up to my standard at this particular time, then they want to pull me down because they couldn't measure up to the standard. And nobody's making me the standard. They're making me the standard in their own mind. I'm just doing what God told me to do, mind you. I'm not a standard. The people that attack me make me a standard in their own mind. And then they come back like they're all love and light and and peaceful. And they're the whole time been the one that's been doing negative energetic work with me. And it's sad because this one person out of everybody, I was just like, okay, he or she's gonna get it. Okay, they get it. Okay, no, it's just a facade that this person puts on. And I'm so sick of it because why not go on with your life? Why not leave me alone? If you can't measure up to my standard and meet me where I'm at, why not leave me the fuck alone? It's so simple. Move on with your life. Be the bomb or the person that you want to be. Be whatever you want to be. If you choose what you want to be, if that's what you want to be, why are you mad at someone because they want to be better, more? I would never get mad at somebody for wanting to be better, more. I'd be like, okay, I see what that person doing. That person doing that right there. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be like, oh, they shouldn't do that. Oh, they got too much self-esteem. I'm not that person. Baby, maybe I can learn a cue from you. Maybe you could teach me something. That's how I think. But most people don't do that because they're so full of self. And me, I'm not full of myself. I'm full of God. When you're full of God, you shine. I be full of God because I help other people. I love other people. I show people kindness. And when people need to be shown tough love, I show that too. When I need to put on the tougher skin of God, the toughness of, I do that too. It's not all the time I need to shine. It's not all the time I'm going to shine. I'm human too. Even though I got God up and through me, I have to go through trials and tribulations and human errors in order to get to the next glory in God. And I have. These people sent the octopus, not one, not 10, many, the spirit of heaviness. And my daughter is the one that feels it the most. And they think it's cute. And the person that they all love children, and they don't really love children. They don't like nobody. They claim they love children, but they don't like nobody. It's crazy because they put on this beautiful, beautiful facade. And then they go chase ungodly things. So, yeah. And how I knew it was the octopus spirit, y'all, I seen him. I asked God, I was like, God, please let me see what's attacking me. I can't see. They close on my third eye. And it wasn't one, it wasn't two, it wasn't five, it wasn't 10, it was many of them. Then there's one huge one that I saw. And it's like, I wish everybody had that gift where they can see within their soul. I wish everybody could unlock it so that you could understand what is in the spiritual realm, what be there, what be holding you back, or what be pushing you forward, so you understand you better. And God said you can. You just have people don't heal enough to even unlock their true selves, so they're walking around in shadow self all the time, just doing shadow things. 6:39 on the clock. I just as you can see, I've been obsessing over 639, 936. I don't know. I just 303 in between each one. In between the 3 and the 6 is 3, and then the in between the 3 and the 6 is a 3, and then in between the 6 and the 3 is 0, and in between the 6 and the 9 is 3. 303. So I don't know. I just been making connections where that's my mind. But 639 and 936, and these have to do with twin flame numbers and mirroring numbers. Not only that, it has a lot to do with the burden. My burden and God is really pointing me into the direction of where my burden isn't coming from. And it comes from people who are in their shadow selves and don't want to come out. And when I shine, it makes them have to come out. They have to see themselves for who they are. And it's just like, it's so tiring that people will go through such lengths. Do you understand? They went from, they gave me an ancestor curse. Not only did they do that, they had to go way to either Florida or somewhere to get one of my ancestors' ashes or graveyard dust or however they do it. Number two, they had to wait for that to take root. And then, this is how demonic it is. This is not someone, you can't say, oops, I just did this. It's like very thought out. It's very intentional. And this is the type of stuff that God hates. This is the type of stuff that God really will kill you because you do this stuff, because it's very intentional. God, 11:11, God do not, we get enough punishment for consequences, but God do not send wrath and rain on people. I should say wrath and fire on people who are innocent. You know how you make a mistake and it's just like a mistake, like you just didn't know, you was ignorant. But when you intentionally harm somebody, when you intentionally do something, I mean like intentionally, this person sat down, thought it out, okay, I want to get her ancestor curse. Then not only did they do that, they went in and waited to that manifest. Okay, now we're going to take it up a notch. Do another curse. Not only did they do that, okay, now she's Lord enough, so now we're going to put octopus spirit. And now we're not going to do one, we're going to do a heaviness of octopus spirit. So 7 times 7 times 7, it's clear to say, because I saw so many octopus, and then I saw one big one. It's a huge one. And then I kept fighting this demon, this mind control spirit, all day today. I slept almost all day, and I sleep only for 4 hours, and I felt so good fighting this damn demon in a spiritual realm that I slept all day, and it wasn't even sleep of peace, it was just like warfare sleep, and I just kept sleeping and sleeping because I kept fighting it. And so I researched the octopus spirit last night. I was up to like 3 o'clock in the morning researching it. And one thing an octopus spirit likes to do is hide within your aura. They like to hide within your mind, the mind of God. They love to hide there. And they hide in crevices and places that you've never seen. So when you're dealing with an octopus spirit, it's very, very, very imperative that you tell God and you tell the universe, do not let this spirit hide. Make this spirit show theyself. Make the spirit show itself. Make it show itself. Anything, if you know you've been attacked, make that spirit show itself. Make it show itself. That's the prayer you need to pray. Make this demon show himself itself. Make sure the demon shows itself. Because the octopus spirit is one of the worst spirits besides the python spirit. Them two together, those two together, like, I don't know which one is worse. But the octopus spirit comes along, not only just the octopus spirit, they have the jellyfish spirit, because I've been looking this up. The jellyfish spirit brings one brings I think it's the jellyfish spirit that brings I can't speak right now. Make you irritable. It makes you very irritable. And the other one, I think it's the squid spirit. It's the octopus, squid, and it's the jellyfish. Anger. One brings anger. Octopus is about control, but they can do so much more than just control you. Octopus is the controlling spirit. Squid spirit, I think that's the irritability spirit, and the jellyfish spirit, because it brings pain. It's a spirit of pain. The jellyfish, when they use the jellyfish spirit, it's pain. Thank you, Holy Spirit. I got it now. When they use the squid spirit makes you irritable. For no reason, you're just irritable. You're like, why am I so irritable? I just don't want to be bothered. I don't want to be around nobody. Because that's the squid spirit. The octopus spirit is about control, to make you, to control you, or to paralyze you until they can get you to do what they want you to do. That is what the octopus spirit does. And most of the time, they will use the squid or the jellyfish spirit first to cause you some type of pain, some type of something in your life, and so that you could succumb to the to being irritated. And once you're irritated, then the octopus can. People think it's from sin. It has nothing to do with sin, but they will preach that it does because they. That's what God, I guess God showed to them, but me. It's not about sin. It's about getting you angry. It's about making you feel pain so that they can lower your vibration, so that they can put the octopus spirit within your psyche, within your spirit, within your spiritual aura. And that's what and that's what the octopus spirit. That's what happened to me. Within the last month, that's what they've been doing. When I felt pain from my twin flame cheating, and he did it on purpose, and he thought it was funny at the time when he did it. And then when they I felt pain, then I started getting irritated by everything he did. And then that's when they put the octopus spirit to come in and control me, because I'm like, why I feel so drained, and then why I know that I'm not fearful, but I feel fear, but I know it's not my energy. So I'm like, where is it coming from? I thought it was some outside source. It was the octopus spirit. And this is what they was doing in my spirit, to put the octopus in there so that I can feel pain, so that I can feel fear, because they feel fear, because they're scary. I'm not a scary person. If I feel fear, that means I'm going to do it. It's like an adrenaline rush for me. I'm going to go ahead and do it, and do it well. You feel what I'm saying? And people don't have that kind of audacity. They don't have that kind of tenacity, and they damn sure don't have that kind of boldness. God gives you that kind of boldness. I know it teaches a lot about seeing. I want to go back to the spirit, because a lot of people think they did something wrong, and you don't have to do nothing wrong for them to put this spirit into you. You could have. It could have from taking drugs. That could have been your testimony. But my testimony is I did not do anything that was sinful in God's eyes. They caused me pain. Then after they caused me pain, they made me feel irritable, because everything that my twin flame did was fucking irritating at the time. It was just like, leave me the fuck alone. Just ugh. And then that's when the octopus spirit got into my aura. That's how it was gotten into my aura. So pain, irritability, and then control. And when they had the control was to make me feel fear, so that I don't have the spirit of God. Like, I don't have the spirit of God, and I do. And God said the reason why they did it was because my boldness, my authenticity. They look at me as a standard, so they're always comparing themselves to me. And because that each one of my chakras have a white butterfly on them. That's why I'm Diamond Butterfly on Instagram. Because I know who the hell I am. And so they don't like that. It makes them feel weak. That they're it makes them feel like I'm better than them. Which in most cases I am, because, and it's not in an arrogant way, it's because I did the freaking work. I worked hard to get to where I am and who I am. I worked very hard to get to this place. And it wasn't to outshine somebody, to outdo somebody. It's because I didn't want to become like nobody in my family. It's because I didn't want to be evil. I never wanted to be evil. I have some tendencies where I come from, where I used to be very evil, and I didn't like that side of me, so I started to change and to change myself, because I didn't like me. It wasn't nothing, nobody, I wasn't comparing myself to nobody. I wasn't like, oh, I'm so much better than that. It was nothing, oh, you can't sit with me because you're not wearing, it was nothing like that. It was just like, oh, I don't like that. Oh my God, I beat that girl so bad, like, oh my God. I don't want nobody to ever feel like they can't talk to me, even though she hit me first. But I still didn't like that side of me. I felt like I could have handled it better, so I did better. One of the best advice I ever got is like, if you don't like the world, be the change that the world needs. And that's all I freaking did. That's it. And people act like, I won't say people, these particular group of people, I should say this group, act like I'm so against them, and I'm not. They're against me, and then they want to play the victim. I'm not a victim. When I'm telling you this so you can learn how to overcome this octopus spirit in the spiritual warfare. I'm not a victim here. I'm a victor because I don't overcame it. That octopus had to go, baby. And the big one, it's still here. I'm still fighting it. But guess what? It's scared. It's backed into a corner. It won't even show its face. So tonight I'm going to be in spiritual warfare again. I had to stop my readings that I was doing for my collective to even deal with this. This is how much that these particular group of people fear me, that don't like me, that use me as a standard. It don't make sense, the things that they do. It's like, are you mad? And I'm not mean mad like fear mad, like are you mad? Like, I hate to say the word crazy because they throw it around so easily. When they don't understand intelligent people, they'll call you crazy when you're not crazy. They just haven't gotten to the level of understanding of where you are, so they call you crazy. But these people are mad because they're doing the same thing, and it's insanity. And they're telling themselves about me, oh, I was a prostitute. I have never prostituted myself a day in my life. I have never sold my mouth, my private areas, my ear. Nothing on my body has been sold in exchange for money. Period. So I wasn't that. So I got to be. They told me I was basic. God said you're far from basic. There was so many different things that were said about me over the past 10 years that I have overcame, that have gotten me to where I am right now. It's because by being myself and being more of myself boldly. I used to just hide myself and just be like, they're not gonna understand me. They're not gonna understand me. I don't give a flying fuck if you understand me or not. If you don't understand me, keep it moving. Simple. One day you will, or maybe you never won't. That's not for me to worry about. That's just not for me to worry about. I'm just not sitting up there worried about if you like me or understand me. Because if you clicked on my channel watching my video, obviously there's something about me that you either trying to understand, need to hear, or is being led by the Spirit of God to hear so that you can overcome whatever you need to overcome. 22:22 on the clock. So that being said, you guys, this is the video. This is my warfare video. This is my testimony about what's been going on and the reason why I truly stopped doing my tarot at this time, stopped doing my collective readings. It has nothing to do with my true collective, the ones that's following me and that's actually learning and growing. It's about the people that don't want to learn and don't want to grow. And this is why when there's something going on internally with you, you should not bleed on other people. You should lean on the Spirit of the Most High God and not demons and not octopus spirit trying to control people. Because, baby, if you can control yourself, you will be doing so. So you can't even control yourself and do you haven't even mastered self, and yet you're trying to master somebody else's self. Make it make sense. Y'all, I'm out. I forgive them because you have to understand that people like that are wickedly, spirit saying possessed. They're wickedly possessed by their own demons that they can't see clearly or even think sanely. And that sounds like a personal problem to me.